tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. The lineup screen should be pretty self-explanatory. If you'd like to make some executive decisions on your lineup, you can do so here.
I don't need much. I don't need another friend. Be no sweetheart. You don't see me only there. Oh, come and raise my love. Come on, take me on and on. Yeah. Fortune's fading love. Fortune only favors me. I'm sick of waiting for you to come and fill my need. Oh, yeah. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. Saying ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Woo-hoo. Keep on walking, love.
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Rippon.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Williams with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman on now to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Hoyer. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really,
he's got it at the 15, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jermaine Kearse, 56 yards, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion, because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
This is brought in at the 21. Oh, what a move. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Carlos Hyde, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Scobie now for the extra point. Time running out here on the play clock. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. 2nd down, McNabb. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he's securing it.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the... And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where... The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Corey Coleman, 53 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.